Sounds like the Pilgrims were in a lot of trouble. Click on the audio buttons and listen. Which of these problems was not one of the Pilgrims' problems? They did not have a lot of food. They had nowhere to charge their iPad. It was a very, very cold winter.
Which one do you think was not one of the Pilgrims' problem? If you guessed there was no electricity, no batteries to charge their iPads, you are correct. Because some of the problems were that the Pilgrims did not have enough food. And it was a long, cold winter.
Wampanoags and the first Thanksgiving. Luckily for the Pilgrims, Native Americans living in the area offered to help. On March 16, 1621, a Native American named Samoset walked into the settlement and greeted the Pilgrims in English. Samoset didn't speak very much English, but the settlers understood that he was not there to hurt them. A few days later, Samoset returned with another Native American known as Squanto. Squanto spoke both English and the language of the local Native Americans, the Wampanoags. He was very helpful to the Pilgrims. Squanto taught them how to catch eels in a barrel and where to catch other local fish. He also taught the settlers how to plant corn, squash, and beans on one mound of dirt, so that once the corn sprouted, the vines of the beans and pumpkins would grow up the corn stalks and keep the corn shaded from the sun. Squanto also taught the Pilgrims which local plants would make people sick if they were eaten. Squanto was not just a teacher for the Pilgrims. He was also a peacekeeper. He helped the Pilgrims create a lasting friendship with the Wampanoag tribe. This friendship kept the Pilgrims safe from attacks from other Native American tribes. Squanto's planting tips worked, and the Pilgrims enjoyed a bountiful harvest in the fall of 1621. Historians are not exactly sure how the first Thanksgiving feast came about, but some believe that the leader of the Pilgrim settlement, Governor Bradford, invited the Wampanoag people who lived in the area to celebrate the successful harvest. No one is sure of the exact date of the feast, but we do know that it lasted for 3 full days. It is believed that 90 Wampanoag people joined the Pilgrims for the festivities. I bet you are wondering what kind of food was served at the first Thanksgiving. 2 of the Pilgrims, Governor Bradford and Edward Winslow, kept journals about the big event. They noted that some of the men went out hunting for fowl before the 3-day feast. The hunters likely caught wild turkeys, ducks, and geese to eat. Edward Winslow's journal mentioned that the Native Americans brought 5 deer to the celebration. Historians believe that local fish was also part of the first Thanksgiving meal, since mussels, clams, oysters, bass, and lobsters are found in the waters near Plymouth. Fresh fruits like blueberries, plums, gooseberries, and cranberries were also probably eaten. One modern-day Thanksgiving favorite that didn't appear at the first Thanksgiving was pumpkin pie. The colonists didn't have butter and flour necessary to make pies, and they hadn't yet built an oven to bake in. The Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people wanted to celebrate with good food and some fun. Some of the men marched in a little parade. Others showed off their skills by shooting target practice. Historians believe that the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people showed each other how to play simple games from each other's cultures, sang, danced, and even challenged each other to running races.